Hello and welcome. Yeah, I would obviously in editing I was looking and I was thinking there's a couple of things I missed, which again seriously, we haven't got a stoner, a de-stoner. We haven't got that. We could go for the Foncaster. I suppose we could actually. No, because actually, the Foncaster is still quite a large horsepower thing, and you need for big fields like this. You need like 3 or 4, like I did on Western Wires, if you're going to go that route. So if we're going to do that, I think I'd prefer to go for the 9.5 metre, which has become my absolute favourite from Black Sheep Modding. I really do. It's one of those things where you like think, nah, I'm going to go for that because that's what I go for. And there's some mods that you just think, no, that is what I'm going to use. I'm not. Foncaster, yeah, if it's a small field and it's a small, and you've got 2 or 3 150 horsepower tractors. We have got 2, admittedly, but yeah, I don't want to tie up one of the big tractors with a job like that. So can we actually sneak behind this little lot? I think so. I wanted to get all those little incidental jobs that take money, and we are seriously. It is true. If I'm going to do one of that, then it's down to 200,000. Then we've got the animals and the thing, the animals and the sheds. So we might still not have enough. I mean, obviously the expansion has costs, but you have sometimes got to speculate to accumulate. So it is what it is. We're not going to have to spend this money. Can we manage with that stone picker? I don't know. It's really all my life. I mean, let's be honest. This it's costing us a fortune in repairs. I really, seriously. Yeah, 30 grand, smashing. That's a no-brainer. That's got to be done. I knew that, yeah, we were waiting for that. So right, let's grab the Edgerancy with this beast as well. And get that. No, no, I was actually dragging the roller with... Hang on. No, I wasn't, was I? Did I roll over that? I can't have rolled over that. What? Oh no, you upgrade it and it drops everything. I was going to say... It's amazing, this hand attached malarkey. Oh dear, yeah, don't know if right, just hold the Z button down. That's it. We're sorted. So no, we won't be taking anything else because we've already got something being dragged. But yeah, the Adurancy. No, we're not going to make that. Even as good as this is at steering, it still ain't going to do that. Yeah, we'll go around everything at the back, I think. We do. I do think this seriously needs a wash though. Yeah, I don't know. I just suppose, yeah, I think the last job was by a worker where, yeah, they've not got, they're not good at using the super soaker like I am. No, this is one of those awkward things where it's a dot instead of a tractor, which means, right, first things first, let's not ignore the obvious. Let's yeah, the elephant in the room, because when you've got hand attachment, I've got to be honest, it really, really does need to have that done, because your windows, yeah, your visibilities, as it would be, and I think that's another reason I like the, only inside camera. It's obviously, yeah, the team of all that type of mods to make it like, yeah, realistic, but it is only inside camera, which I think that's DD Mod Passion. I'm sure it is. It's another one. DD Mod Passion does a lot of those type of ease of life mods that are really fantastic. So yeah, I think I can send this now. I think I can. But it's got, yeah, it goes in that. It is, but if you, well, actually, I just did that and it didn't show. I had to go and fetch it manually. So I'm not sure why that is now appearing as a tractor when before it didn't. Anyway, enough of this. Let's let that do its job, and let's go back and yeah, we've got a couple more things to do. We manage without the stone picker and just no, I'd like to do the job properly, and I know it's going to skin us a little bit. I think we can still afford. There are some very reasonable sheds. I mean, at the very least, I was right. I think those ones by Royal Crystal would suit us, because I want one poking downwards at the bottom of the field and one poking upwards at the top of the field to sort of, yeah, complement the fact that we've got like fields on both sides. So remind me, why am I here? What was I just on about buying? I think it was a stone. It is a stone picker. I was going to say, no, it's its name. Yeah, it's stone picker. Yeah, 64,000. We will indeed buy that. Now, one thing I'd love about this is the Yogi, which was a rip-off of this, which this is obviously the real Yogi, as in like Black Sheep Modding has done the same as that, only that had like a, you could change the colour as well. That's the only thing. I would love it if you could do that. Yeah, I mean that is good, but it is 180 horsepower. So that really there are only the two toppies that could do that, and it would be 5.4 metre pickup. Admittedly, they've got a very good. I mean, yeah, they are actually only slightly less than the Elho. So I mean, they are very good value, but you really do need a team of quite high horsepower tractors really to cope with them. I mean, I think I've used 150s. No, 143 horsepower I used on it once, and it coped. They're a little bit slower. They slowed down, but that was Western Wilds on perfectly flat fields. So I think, yeah, it was perfectly flat. So that's what I actually really do like Avon Valley for the fact that, I mean, there are some advantages to this type of map. You know, when you've got no boundaries in so much as you've got your squares. I mean, of course, we haven't made, we've, because of where we chose, we have got the roads to contend with, and I'm going to work with that. I really am. I'm quite. I'm annoyed though. I didn't realise how good that field was that we that we've used for the farmyard, the original farmyard, because we've wasted one of the best, probably the best field on the map. But hey ho, it is what it is. Right. So then we've done that. We now want to go. You're nice and fast. Yeah, I think you are. I think. Oh no, actually, the McCormick will now be the fastest. Let's have a bit of a run out in this new tractor. Yeah, because this is. Yeah, it is actually. This is just. Actually, I think that's 32 as well. But yeah, for a telehandler, that is a beast. It really is. But let's have a Taz in our new tractor. Yeah, I do love this. 350 horsepower. Amazing. So we are now rolling over our new fields, or half of our new fields. And I do think I'm right. I might actually I'm going to rip them both up, obviously. But I am going to cut the grass once. So I do want it to grow. Which is, it's a bit of a shame. It doesn't look very growing, does it, this type of grass? But it does. I think we'll go to... Do we need to... What can we do in April still? Let's go to the edge of this field. And, that is a point. We're going to have to drag everything out. Right, let's do the bottom one first. Let's grab the McCormick. We'll grab this little lot out. Of course, now this is the one thing where Habitat is a little slow. Because you've got a lot of... Yeah, you've got a like... Although, I say that, I've got to be honest, it's not really that bad. So you get used to it. So the hardest thing I find with hand attach is... 1 second, let me just concentrate for one. The hardest thing with hand attach is the reversing with your lorry and stuff like that, and also your telehandler stuff. It becomes quite difficult, much more difficult than you used to. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say. And sometimes some awkwardness. You've got to be in the right position. It doesn't it doesn't respond very well sometimes to you. But again, it's you just move. You sort of get used to it. You know that it's just about the position that you're at. So I actually quite like this. I could do this on every single Let's Play, and then it would make me darn good. But I'm thinking of more of the realism, because everything looks real, as in it would do in real life. Yeah, but I mean, I'm always have taken into consideration what Milkbat Hen was on about. Yeah, I would like to hear what all the people think about that, really, whether it would bother anyone else. Because, again, it is one of those things. I think it's like that old saying, practice makes perfect. I haven't felt really, like so, I mean, yeah, there are moments with a telehandler where I'm like, oh, this is, yeah, it took a lot longer sometimes, but I thought, yeah, but it will do. But then there's going to be that, a bit like with, I always manually, I think we can actually do this one. I reckon that's about right. And we're not going to get rid of that because it's fine for fine ploughing when you're finishing corners off and stuff like that. I mean, in fact, it's a little bit big for that, but I'm not getting rid of it and getting another one. That is amazing. Right, so, yeah, we want one facing down that end. So, and it isn't ultra expensive. It's the Rawley Christie one, which has become already an absolute We could put my favourite shed at the top as well, because I don't very often get opportunity for that. Oh, and the shed that we put down, the silo stroke shed, that also is working. I think it said something on it about lands and XML file, and that if we may have been on the edge on that square of not. Let's have a look. No, it is. I'm sure it is our land, and it could be just I had a mod that collided with it and it didn't open, and I've removed that. There are a few mods that I've removed that were causing issues, and I thought, I've never used that. So the challenge mode mod, even though it's a brilliant idea, that sort of caused much more issues than it ever. I thought, well, I've never used it. I set my own challenges normally, so do you know something? Let's just remove it. And again, it could have been that. I can't remember when I moved that. It wasn't long ago though, so I mean, it could well be. Yeah, I'm still going to go reasonable though. I am, and I think I will stick to the Royal Christian one because it is both reasonable and large. I mean, even so, I like the easy sheds as well. They're good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do one of those at the top because I love those. I might do two of them actually together, as to make one large long shed at the top, and then we're going to go for this one. It's about the same price actually looking at it, and we're going to do that facing that away, so we really want to be spinning around, not by Kylie Minogue either, and we want to be zooming out a little so we can see. I think we'll stick that. I do realise it's going to do some nasty thing to. And I'm having the road here. It's not. It's not going to hurt. But do I flatten it beforehand? No. We will see what damage it does. That's the point. Set it back so that any ripples don't really affect the road. And we will do the landscaping straight away whilst we're in this mode. I don't know. I think I can live with that little tiny bit of a ripple. It's not. It's just more at the back. And how often are you going to roll exactly at the back? Really? Now then, I think we're going to need to move. Oh, I can't get my angle. Why is my angle not changing? Why is it insisting that I look at a really steep angle? Maybe that is the nature of the beast. Yeah, we could. I really would like to be where the harvester is. Let's go do it. Let's do a good job. I don't want to settle for where you've. I mean, we've got a fantastic windrower as well. I think obviously I'm sure that one you can stick the thing on the back. In fact, it's already got it. We've already done it. It's got even a PTO. It's everything is. Why am I not reversing? Yeah, everything works on that. So you can literally put the baler stroke behind it. So we can windrow stroke bale just all the time, whether it's straw or whatever, which is amazing. We've got the semi-autonomous loader. I'm sure Courseplay actually plays ball with that as well. I'm sure I can basically tell Courseplay to pick up some bales, and I used to do that on. That's the one thing you can't do on the Heston. It won't allow you to do that. Obviously, this is true. What about the harvester? We've done it now. We have done it. We're pretty much out. I think we're going to go for 12,000. We're not going to be able to afford the animals again. It's true. We need to save some money for the harvester. I think we're going to have to make do with that one now. I mean, it's weird. You say it's strange. You think, I've got 1 million. I mean, we've bought pretty much every tool that we need, and they weren't all expensive. We've not really gone like mad. That's so annoying. It is, but it's 152,000. Let's have a look, actually. I mean, we still have got the sales. You never know. It is weird. We seem to be. Well, we are having some good drops. I've got to be honest. I mean, we've got that cracking tractor there. That was amazing. We had one of these Dalbos drop. I would say the Adurancy, but because it should have been good on paper. I mean, we've got the massive trailer now, which is going to really stand us in good stead. We've got a shed. I know it is disappointing about the animals. It is, but we have got. I'm going to say we're going to get the tick ups for the next couple of months. We'll do the animals then. I would like to. I really would have liked Can we compromise? Because if we're not buying the... Yeah, you know something, we're going to... I agree. Animals, we said we are going to do it. Oh, equipment is... I couldn't have put that any worse, could I? It's literally strewn in a mess all over the place. Right, okay, we need to sort this matter out first. Some of it we can cope with. But yeah, in fact, that's windrow is one of the offending objects. Let's get this sorted. It is true. If we're going to save up anyway, and we could... Oh no, I can't lease. I did say that. So I suppose if push comes to shove, we repaired our other one. If it's... We could always churn along. We've only got... You know, I mean, that field's empty. That needs planting and cultivating and all the rest of it. And obviously we've planted our canola field already, so it's just the new ones, and we're waiting for the grass to grow on that anyway, so yeah. Right, smashing, sorted. Yeah, I'm getting more into the groove with that now. I want to get rid of some of these weeds as well on... Imagine, yeah, we're going to do that when we plough, so I'm not worried about that. That will come in time. Right. Fantastic. See, you're rocking and rolling. You just get into the groove with it. It's just not... Yeah, now that we need the lorry for. Can we... you were in the way as well. It's innocuously standing on the edge of the field, looking very innocent, but you are in the way. So, and also, you don't take much effort, because it's not got any wires. And we were a little bit... Yeah, that I find... is a little bit difficult. Is that it looks you've got to go a little bit further than you think, really. Right, let's try that now. Yeah, no, I think we've done enough there from that side. It would look nice to be in the middle. So then, sheep, I believe, is what we said we were going to go for. Obviously, I'm going to be... I want to go big, but I'm sure there's a 51,000 one that is the one that I wanted to. Very, very long, but 300. Hang on, I'm sure I did that other one that was 300 as well. Sure that was also 300 that I was... No, it's not that one. Was it that one? I think it was that one. I think I settled for this one. No, I didn't look like that though. That's the one I settled for. It was a 300, but we can't afford that. So we're going to go for the 51,000. We might have to go for young animals as a bit of a compromise. Oh my life. Now then. No, I think I'd like to do it the other way. Where... Now then, think of... Grainquid Pro is probably the bit that we're going to use to do this, but that is a bit... Ooh, 100,000. That is 50,000's worth of levelling. No, we can't afford it. Not at that. It's a shame, but yeah, I tried, and I would have done that, and we would have had about 70,000 left. But I can't afford 100,000 for that. That's going to leave us with 50,000. And there may be a couple of things that you think, ooh, and we've got to scan the fields, but we can't scan that kind of grass anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to leave this as a bit of a slush one. I'm not expecting this to be mega long. Or do we? No, we can. Yeah, that is true. I do believe we did fill... Yeah, let's drop that off. Yeah, we did do the chicken thing. I want to check that that's done, and we can at least get till April morning, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, we've definitely not got enough sheds for all of our equipment, though. That is one thing I am definitely going to say. That is a good shed, but it's not enough. We may do the other shed as a bit of a... because now we can, really. Right, let's go right into the... Yeah, I mean, we've got... I'm going to say the lorry, that was a cracking drop as well. It really was. So I'm amazed at that. And I've got to be honest, now it's got that back hitch as well. It makes that really cracking, amazing. Also, we'll upgrade that as well, but I don't know that we're going to do that now. No, I think we're about our limits, which we've done well. I've got to be honest. This is... we have got pretty much a rounded set of equipment that we can make do with. It's not... Oh, that's a point. Hang on, didn't I buy 4? Are we not best to... Yeah, that's... I thought I'd done this, actually. I thought I was going to do this off camera, because everyone, I'm sure, is sick to death of me faffing around, filling the things, and then I've still not done it properly. I did 15 tons. I did save you a little bit of... and also, there's always the fast forward one. I don't expect anyone to watch, really. I suppose, yeah. No, when you think about it, you do talk to you. I do talk to yourselves, but it's not like earth-shaking things that you can. Well, sometimes you talk about mods and stuff like that, but wow, this really does struggle with this actually at this kind of weight. It's, I think, at about where it should be for a 170 horsepower tractor. But I don't know. It speeds up sometimes. It's almost like, I'm not. No, because if I was on, I was thinking about cruise control, but I've got my finger on the trigger, so it's definitely not that. But it does speed up sometimes, so I'm wondering, it could be the 20 tons in that and the trailer, but I suppose I would imagine, but I don't know, 9 miles an hour just seem a little bit. I've run 143. It could be the hand attach, something like that. Something's not. I'm sure the power pickup's on. Sure, I remember to do that. Yeah, it is. It definitely is on, and that's all this has got. So, yeah, I don't know why it's slow, and then other times it just, yeah, look, see, now we're speeding up, and there's not really much you can do wrong. Yeah, it's just strange, isn't it, what it is. So I wasn't imagining it. I was going to say it did. I've done this before. I've had slowdowns, random slowdowns, and you've got your finger on the trigger. Is this the one with... No, this isn't even the one with the front 3-point link, so this is just the torpedo. Wow, I've got quite a lot of bread. Ah, yeah, but it's on white, that's what we were saying. I might well push that out the way a little, ready for when it starts to go up later on in the year. Yeah, I'm not sort of... I know we have got some eggs, though. That much I am going to say. Oh, and let's turn a little bit more than that. Let's just go and see what eggs we have got. Oh yeah, because the trouble is with not grabbing them every day is you then get it a bit messy. Yeah, this is the everyday load, which I actually like. Yeah, otherwise you get a full pallet. And yeah, I've got ducks on the Valley of the Avon. We have exactly the same one, because I do really like that. It's become a firm favourite straight away. Well, I mean, I've not done chickens very much, actually. I think I said that. Apart from, yeah, let's strap this down. Ready for, I could then just rock and roll when I next need it. Did I? I did. Wow, so I've got half left. Fantastic. Brilliant. Everybody's completely happy. So we are going to sleep through till tomorrow morning, because we want the grass to grow, quite literally. Do we? No, we're going to leave that you there. We'll grab you, though. We have got some digestate as well, and I do realise that lizard 1518, yeah, I saw it in when we were doing the run. I thought, that needs repairing, so yeah, it does at some point. So we have still got some digestate. I'm thinking we could stick the back, this back, down. Oh, now you see, now this is the bit where you really have to look yourself physically, but then again, I don't know, the mirrors. Oh yeah, true. Mirrors, better use of mirrors. Yeah, I can see the side of that coming up. And that's, yeah, that's about perfect. We don't want it to go... I want it to be as tight into that as possible. And... actually, I think we're going to go through the hedge. Let's go a bit forward as well. We've got to think of the length of the arm and everything. Yeah, I do think I was right. That's not far off, and it's not. Yeah, it's not reducing the thing here. Although I might have to swing a bit. Once it's down on the floor, I think you can run backwards a little. I think it lets you move. Then it's a bit awkward. Yeah, actually, I was going to repair that once, but hey ho, it is what it is. Yeah, I want to grab that back. But not now. yeah, we want to speed through, and yeah, we've got this and the proper lorry as well. So yeah, we've got the best of both of us, because this is very versatile. I do love the Lizard 50. Oh, it is actually the truck itself, not the back, so that's all right. We can get that repaired. Right, so sleep through till tomorrow. Yeah, that's why I was coming up here. I wanted to have a look at the grass, actually, so you can see its length. I think it does grow a little. It does. You can sort of see it. Alright, so did I check the real sales? Yes, I did a few seconds ago, in fact, a few minutes. And we do indeed only want it to 8 o'clock. I am getting through the Let's Plays really well. I'm literally, yeah, I was thinking, oh, it is Avon Valley again. So, yeah, I'm really getting through. Wow, sold animals again. So, great demand at Slurry Yard. Oh, we will look at that. If we've got something that's... no, it's yellow. That's gone down. It was 89, so it's, yeah, flour. No, so it's going to be something like a manure or slurry typically. Of course it is. Of course it's going to be. So that's 20 grams worth of eggs though, and bread is white, as is canola oil. Yeah, so it is what it is. Max value 60,000 in the back end. So yeah, 91, still 91,000. That's max. We've only lost 9 off top. We're going to be getting grass, aren't we? Yeah, that is a nice length now. I think, what can we do in May? I'm sure there are a few things we can actually do, because this is grass. We could do soybeans. It just for the cash crop, really. I think soy is, if we have a look on the table, it's probably one of those that's still worth almost £1,000. I think, if I remember rightly, my things on. Yeah, it is actually. It breaks £1,000 per thing. We could just literally do it for that and do both of these 2 new fields as soybeans for the first, well, at the back end, and then change it to grass. Is there enough time to do a changeover for grass so it gets a growth stage? When do we? I think it's really late, isn't it? Yeah, maybe. True. Yeah, we could do it October morning, because if we're going to do this May, it's going to be the October harvest, the later of the two. We could then rip the field up and sow grass, and it would grow once in November. So you'd get, and then it will die back. So it's going to be a little bit slow on the first year, the one that we turn to grass. Not both of them, I might add. Yeah, well, we should do something in it after that. This one's resting this year because we saw it was absolutely, yeah, really poorly. And the other one we're going to be sticking something in. I think we'll just go soy. I know it's well, it's not really boring. Also, it gives us more time as well. Obviously, the grass is going to bring in income from the BGA as well as feed the sheep that we're going to place. I'm going to have to think about that. It might be cheaper for once to actually level the ground, and I might have to go across the field to run with, yeah, the undulations. If I'm going down, I'm going to literally, because the hill is running that way, that's going to cost us the most. So we'll see. I'm going to have to give that some thought, because if we can get that closer to 50 odd thousand or 70 or something like that, we can afford to do the animals. So I'm going to think about that off camera. So then, I think we will. Oh, let's go quickly. Yeah, let's do our jobs. Let's get the chickens fed at the very least, or at least put that 10 tons in, because I should imagine that'll take us up to about 14-15 tons, knowing what this is normally like. It's at full now, so it's not like it changes. And we didn't look at the sales. You never know. This is true. Actually, I didn't. No, we will do that as a final thing. Wow, how are we looking in here? You see, no, that's perfect. 18 tons, that will actually just about, we'll get some more later. We'll grab our eggs and stick them straight on. I mean, these are mounting up as well. These are really, I mean, not just that, I've got to be honest, the babies are seriously, I mean, that is amazing. The prices are, mind you, yeah, it's because it's multiple births. So it's not as simple as you thinking, oh, yeah, no, the game's giving me more than the one, because it's only one per baby. We are getting that, but we're getting lots. So I mean, it's like it can be 4,000 or 5,000 off that. So it's quite amazing, really. Right, sales, and then we're going. Where were you? Where were you earlier? I mean, yeah, I've got to be honest. I would buy that normally. Really would, because that would round off our big tractors, and I would stick it on the 384. I mean, for 384 horses, yeah. And in some ways now it is making. It's a bit. This is what I was. Oh, I'm gonna make. Is it one of those where you can't do the options? Ah, it is. I knew there was one of these. I was on one of the Let's Plays. I was showing the dog one. Now that one, you do get the chance where you can't take the options off on this one. This is one of those lying ones where it says outside it's 61, but you can't take the options off, and it is obviously double that. So we couldn't afford it anyway. We really couldn't. It's a shame because it really is a real cracker. Right, and so then, we do take this to May and then do a turnaround in the entire month if we're going to do. Then it's full growth stage. I'm just thinking of it's not going to make any difference, is it? Can we do that? Because if we did it April now in soybeans, yeah, we could actually harvest in September. So we can get away with actually. I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to literally feed these next time. So let's rest. Let's do it. Let's get us to the point of where we're actually doing some proper work. We fed them, they're at 18, so they'll probably be a little bit on the low side, but they will get through the night without using all of the food. He says so very confidently. I mean, the only bad thing is, yeah, we would have got some tick up for that. You see what? Yeah, I mean, look at that. 2,000 in sold animals. Actually, is almost paying for its food. Yeah, see, seven tons still. Wouldn't starve if we like forgotten them for a little bit. That grass just grew. This grass, I just saw it. Yeah, I know we've never. It's a shame we don't cut this actually. Although obviously meadow grass is. That's my morning alarm to tell me to sling my hook and get ready for work, not to go. That's an hour away yet, but. Right, now that is full growth stage. So this is going to do, I mean, I cut it in second last time, but I thought we can do it. So we need to cut those, set them going. Let's quickly, yeah, we'll order from the shop. Oh, a header. I think we'll just have a team of two. I think the headers on these are really small. But then other is 5 meters. Well, we'll just run it as I always do this. People say you can't mix on course play like harvesters. You can. You just go to the smallest size of the header of the two, and there's going to be a tiny bit of overlap where one of them's wasting at like 0.1 of a meter or 0.2 of a meter like that. Now headers, I do think are going to be H. I'm sure that is where it is in the alphabet. Let's have a look how much this is, because I don't think we can afford to say no to this. And 2 harvesters is better than 1 monster, and it will get us out of this bind for this year. We'll just set a team of 2. I've done that many a time. I'd love to go Titan if I'm honest as well. I really would like to go for the Titan in time, so I suppose probably back end. I might run this Let's Play longer than normal to get up to the full potential of the farm to see. Yeah, no, it's. There we are, 20,000. Is the TX32, isn't it? Please remind me. That's going to lose my place. It is. Sure it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, well that has saved us, really. Ah, he doesn't lose your place. Yeah, we will indeed. It's 4 meter. So we'd have to do a course to a 4 meter. We're losing a meter off the other one, but you know, it's better than what's happened. Yeah, we are literally doing well out of the fact that dropped and it's that price. So we will indeed buy you. Yep. So that has fixed that. We're down to 111,000, but we've got 2 harvesters that will see us through this year. So I would like to expand, and I would like to. I keep wanting to try the Titan, and I've never got around to it. So if we are going to do well at the back end. We're going to have a lot of soy. So yeah. Anyway, I'm wasting working time. Next session I'm going to get the 2 mowers ready. Trying to think what. No. I think the mowers are like we can use the little ones if I remember rightly. I think are they 90? No, 75. Perfect. We've got the two. Yeah, we've got the little Deutz, which is 80 something, and both the Farmores are 80 as well. They could both manage those. So yeah, we'll do that. And we'll also will buy a third. Let me just check. I'm sure I've only got 2 cultivators. I want to buy a third to round that out. So they're 15 metres. Yeah, they are 5 metres as well. Although Courseware reads them as 5.2 because of that extra bits, but it does then make mistakes. So we're going to stick to 5 metres. I'm going to buy a third one of those. I think they are under cultivators as well, which is C, unless they've moved the alphabet around while I didn't. Yeah, so we're going to have a 15 metre cultivator because of teamwork. I mean, it's so fantastic. And also remember, you've done it in red chrome. Probably won't get exactly the same, but yeah, we will do that. And then that is the last thing we're doing. Configuration is Harrow, and we want main colour. We want it chrome. And it's not going to be exactly the same. That's the only trouble. I should save these. I really should, so that I've got a proper. In fact, yeah, I suppose we can do that. Let's save you. Do you have to actually go into it like that again? And oh, it saves it. Oh, is it saving it itself then now? We used to have to literally space customize. No, let's save it. Oh, it does say saved colours now. So is that actually? I'll just call it red chrome. You're only going to do this a few times, right, to get the colours that you like. Save. Right, enter. Fantastic. There we go, you see? A brilliant mod, right? So there we go. It's not far off our other one. So there we go. That is our equipment rounded out, and we're down to 111,968. So yeah, and we have one of the sheds that I do apologise, but it is what it is. The equipment has to come first. It really does. I mean, we're gonna have seeds and all sorts to do this, but the most of what we're gonna accrue quite a lot of money. We've obviously got to get half of this really into storage for the when we do the sheep. And the other half is going to go into that, and we are going to use the windrower stroke baler. So yeah, we're going to literally hit this field hard. But all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.